again. I'm pretty freaking annoyed. Pretty annoyed. Hold on. Okay. So, I'm really annoyed with this. It crashed. Stream crashed. Stream crashed. Of course. Because I tried to click on this panorama picture, and I think that's what made it crash. So we'll see if... Okay, so we're good here now. I don't know why it crashed before. That's super annoying as heck. What's up, Chris and Scott? How's it going? So, okay, we're having big issues here. So, this was my, panorama that I took of everyone at this event. Hey, Dynasty 1988. What's up? It's not showing me any chats on my phone. I have a second phone here to monitor everything. So that's really annoying. Extremely annoying. And, oh, now it's showing. Okay. I had to go to all messages. I don't know. This is just being really slow and glitchy and just bad right now. So that's not good. So this was the Super Chase yesterday in Mesa, of course. I've talked about this before. And Dynasty, I'm doing fine. How about you? Yes, White Shark is Christopher. That's correct. So that's what we have. And the person that we're ballot chasing for is this lady right here, Dorian Taylor. So she's awesome. She's a great candidate. Really, really great candidate. Very great candidate. She's actually wants to have the people to have, hey, what's up, Dayton Fry? Mrs. Njoji, is that me? Am I Mrs. Njoji? I don't know what that even is. Cappy was such a good kitty. Oh my gosh. Cappy was the best. Cappy was the best. Literally the best kitty ever. Okay, I'm Mrs. Njoji. Okay, I don't know what that means, but cool. So Dorian Taylor, she is running to actually restore the voice of the people, okay? And actual, like, representative government in her race, which is Mesa District 2. And you guys, like you guys don't understand, okay? The person that we are fighting to recall is this person, Julie Spilsbury. She was the chair of Republicans for Harris. No, absolutely not. District 2 is the most conservative district in the entire United States. Mesa District 2. Which is insane. Insane that they would have a Republican who is for Kamala. Yeah, a huge rhino. A huge rhino. Not even just a rhino, though. She was like a traitor. Like, that's. The guy who I was door knocking with yesterday, he was like, oh, a rhino. He's like, what does rhino mean? I'm like, Republican in name only. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, that's a polite way to put it. He's like, I would just call her a treasonous traitor. And I'm like, real, so real. Hey, what's up, Jesus Crust? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Life can't be nuanced. Some things can be nuanced. But Republicans for Harris, no. That is not a nuance issue. Okay, not a nuance issue. And then, okay, this was my favorite part of the whole entire day. So, me and my door knocking partner, right? We walk up to this house, and this cat is just chilling there. This cat, his name was Simba. He was so cute. Literally the cutest thing. The cutest cat in the entire world. Like, except for Cappuccino. Okay. Cappuccino was just, she was just on a whole nother level. No one could ever match her. But this cat was adorable. Absolutely freaking adorable. I have a video of him on my Twitter. And so you should go look at it. Because he was adorable. Like, he was just sitting there the entire time. So me and my door knocking partner, we walk up and like I can't, like, I have to crane my neck back far to like be able to see ahead of me. So sometimes I just don't do that and I'm just like looking at the ground. So I don't see him until, because my eyes don't work right, I don't see him until we're like right up at him. And I'm like internally freaking out. Like, we got to knock this door, right? So I'm internally freaking out because of the cat. But obviously, you can't let it show too much. You can't let it show too much, right? Can't show too much. And so we get all, done with our interaction with the person at the door, who we found out actually goes to this one local church that's involved with Turning Point. But she had no idea about the recall, which was crazy because, well, I mean, it's not really that crazy, but if you're not terminally online like I am, then it makes sense that you don't know about it. But anywho, make sure you leave a like on the stream, everybody, by the way. And oh yeah, this was, see, Dorian Taylor, why vote for her? You can see all the reasons to vote for her. And then on the other side of this flyer is why Julie Spilsbury is bad. All you need to know is Republicans for Kamala, though. Like, that's literally all you need to know. And then she also voted for men in men and women's spaces, which is Big no. Big no from me, dog. What is my take on the Argentinian bailout? So that's that is basically Trump importing beef, right? Is that what we're talking about? Because if it's that, then I actually saw a take that I thought was pretty interesting on that. So there's actually there's beef prices are up in the US because there's a shortage. And there's a shortage because there's some kind of outbreak, I think it's called the screwworm outbreak. And so we actually need cattle. No, you have your stories mixed up, LOL. Oh, do I? Well, I know that he's importing Argentine beef. Charlie Kirk was a great man. Real. Hey, what's up, boy Jasper? Hello. How are you doing today? Yeah, we don't want any men doing stuff like that. That's for sure. For sure. I love this picture of Simba. Little Simba. Oh my gosh. He was so cute though. Like, I never seen a cat that cute except Cappy. Except my little Cappy. Other than that, no cat has been as cute as this one. We're propping up the currency, peso. In what way? Like how? I guess I haven't looked deeply into that. It's on the contingency that he wins the election. That who wins the election? Is it another CIA cutout? And we're not buying Argentinian beef. Oh, he's floating the idea. Okay, so it's just a floater. It's not a real idea. Major American Beef Alliance. Those said it would hurt American farmers. Is that true though? Like, is it true that it would definitely hurt American farmers? Because there's isn't there a screwworm outbreak, and then that like you can't get cattle from Mexico because then they would also be contaminated, so you have to go further south. Is that not the case? Because that's what I heard. How? By giving them 20 billion. Okay, so the United States is just giving them, like, what are they just giving them foreign aid? Like, is that what that is, or? Who? The Argentinian presidential nominee. Okay. Okay, the Argentinian presidential nominee. But okay. I don't know who that is. I'm not, like, the best with geopolitics, I guess. I don't know. I don't know every world leader. It is true. I believe you. I believe you. I just don't know. I just don't know firsthand, you know? But I would love to learn more from you, Cheese. Guys, should I wear my hair in a braid more often? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? When a foreign country's economy collapses, sometimes a country like us will step in and bail them out. Why though? Is there like a strategic reason? Like, is it like a like CIA like control thing, or is it like a thing of like, yeah, we'll bail you out, but like we want your beef in return, for example. Hey, Cookie. Do you think being a world leader feels a little bit like playing very slow, high stakes Clash of Clans? Probably. Probably. Nothing personal, but geopolitics are a lot more important than you segregating the sexes of a military base. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. You should pay attention to the important stuff and not get distracted by the social issues that really don't matter. So they do matter. Maybe it's more important, but like litter boxes in the bathrooms of elementary school. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. But that stuff is important though, because that is the society that we have to live in. So, and we don't want a society that's like that. So, at least I don't. You know what I'm saying? Should I wear my hair like this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Should I keep doing this? I didn't hear a lot. Okay, so I didn't hear a lot published about the Budapest Agreement. I only know, and see, this is another thing that's bad. I only know that Caroline Levitt told a journalist, your mom, in response, because that's what gets covered, So I didn't even see, like, I know that Trump, Putin, and I think Zelensky was there too. They met in Budapest, and Budapest is where Russia said that they would not go into Ukraine if Ukraine gave up their nuclear weapons. Well, that's true. When an economy collapses, suffering spreads all over. That's true. Yeah, it would. That would make sense. That would make sense. You think pigtails would look good on me? Yeah, I actually have an ex who thought the same thing. Surprising that Putin went anywhere but his hidey hole at this point. Why is that surprising though? Like, I don't think that's particularly surprising. I think Putin is the one who has most of the leverage at this point. Remember Trump told Zelensky, he's like, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. It was surprising because I didn't expect it. I guess that's kind of the definition now, isn't it? Autocorrect is hallucinating entire words as, yeah, it just put a 2 at the end. So what's more important to honoring the Budapest Agreement? Or making sure kitty litter stays out of bathrooms. I mean, okay, so it's not just about the kitty litter though. It's about what that means for the community, right? Like it's not about just like, oh, they're putting that in there. It's not about just like, oh, they're putting that in there. It's that are like, that's a valid thing now for people to identify as. Like, it's a valid thing for you to identify as a cat? No. Cheese. Okay. I'm more involved. Sounds like you're living in a bubble. I'm more involved in like local. I'm more involved in local. So like, I bet you don't know who Dorian Taylor is unless you would heard my thing about it. Dorian Taylor in the Mesa District 2 City Council race, special election. This is the second recall effort to be successful nationwide. Who is focusing on putting kitty litter in the bathrooms to begin with instead of honoring the Budapest Agreement? She says social issues are just as important as geopolitics. I said that I said that they're important too. I technically I didn't say that they're just are also important. Social issues can cause geopolitical issues. Not I think it's well. What social issues really are as stupid people a chance to talk about politics. Okay. Calling me a stupid person. Amazing. Perfect. Can you cite a source? Source? Slavery was a social issue that caused a geopolitical issue sometimes. Random words at the end of your message. Oh, man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So true. So true, Scott. So true. Yeah, I bet you don't know about Dorian Taylor, though, unless you just heard my spiel about Dorian Taylor. Source. Can I get a source on that, cheese? Can I get a source? Can I get a source on that? Because source. Nah, man, I want righteous, yeah, I know. I mean, I'm assuming that you're just calling me stupid because I don't know, are you a liberal? Like, I don't know. I would assume if you agreed with me, you probably wouldn't be calling me stupid. There have only been two, by the way, like 2 successful recalls. So nationwide, there have only been 2 successful statewide recalls in the history of our country. Anyway, my point was political issues can cause, or social issues can cause geopolitical issues. Example, slavery. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably argue that it's an economic issue or something. So there have only been 2, and so if this recall is successful, it will send shockwaves throughout this movement, throughout the conservative movement, on saying that we will hold them accountable. Socioeconomic issue. There you go. Socioeconomic. That's right. So saying that we will hold people accountable. Like we will hold Julie Spilsbury accountable for being a Republican for Harris. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, you are not a good lady, okay? You are not a good lady, Julie. We're coming for you, Julie. Coming for your seat. Cookie, you BTFO'd him, honestly. You BTFO'd. Yeah, it seems like Cheese is gone now. It seems like he's gone now. It seems like it. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. What about that porker woman from California wanting to run for president? Oh, are you talking about Katie Porter? I don't even know what that stands for. I actually don't either, but I think it means like you kicked his butt. I think that's what that means. I don't know. I don't know what it stands for either. But anywho, BTFO'd, and he's gone. He was trying to make me feel stupid, I think. But it's not gonna work. So frick him. From the Bay Area, I guess. Porter. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what her deal is. She's mashed potatoes, Katie Porter. She apparently she poured hot mashed potatoes on her husband during an argument. She has a lot of rage issues. She's always telling her staff, like speaking to her staff in disgusting ways and saying the F word. Source? Source. Yeah. Then you provide an example, and then he gone. Amazing. Yeah, Katie Porter has a lot of issues. She's got a lot of issues. She needs to find Jesus, first of all. And then, of course, we have the Charlie Kirk billboard. Jesus defeated death so you can live. That's on the 202. Yeah, that was actually hilarious. Like, Cookie, he was trying to make me feel stupid, huh? Cheese, where are you? Cheese, come on back. Come on back, buddy. Come on back, little buddy. Where are you at? You were talking a big game. Where are you now? So yeah, this was along the 202 freeway. His name was Cheese Lamau. Well, his name was excuse me. His name was Jesus Crust. So obviously he was trying to like use Jesus's name or something. I don't know. Which is stupid. Yeah, followed by a number, no less. Source? Can I get a source for that? It's like, that's what you sound like, you dumb idiot. It's always a kooky name trolling, I know. But I've had him, like, he's been in my chat before. So, he's not like... Yeah, a mocker of Jesus, exactly. Exactly. A mocker of Jesus, probably gay, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Nobody really knows. Can he be de-pipelined? What? What does that mean? What does that mean? De-pipelined. Is there a pipeline? There's a pipeline going through. Definitely a British cigarette. Definitely a bundle of sticks. Oh, the radicalization pipeline. I don't know if he's radicalized in that way. I mean, honestly, there are two pipelines. You know, there's like the Nick Fuentes pipeline, and then there's like the furry Antifa pipeline, transgender. So there's like those two opposite ways, right? You don't have to be gay to mock Jesus. It just kind of makes it automatic. Yeah, I think you do. I think you do have to. I think you do have to be a British cigarette. For sure. But yeah, after you provided the example of slavery cookie, like this guy, he was like trying to be so he was trying to just be so intelligent and so like, oh, you don't know this exact thing? Oh, you don't know about what's going on in Argentina? Like, I care about what's going on in my country, actually. Maybe I care about more about that than what's going on in another country. How about that? How about, like, what happened to America first, okay? Pseudo-intellectual, exactly. Smug, exactly. I hate it. I can't stand it. I can't stand it when people are like that. It's so annoying. I think Argentina was the place that recently got a based President Chainsaw guy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Duh. Javier Milei. Yes, I know Javier Milei. He's, well, he's, I don't know. Many people are saying that he's another Zionist puppet. Unfortunately. Which kind of seems to be true. His first international trip was to the like Chabad headquarters in New York or something. So I don't know. It's interesting. This was my selfie from the Super Chase. Can someone explain to me what Zionism is? I never bothered to find out. Yeah, so Zionism just basically means that the it's basically the movement of Israeli